Hello, good afternoon students. In today's video of marketing, I am going to discuss the continuing topic major pricing methods. I started this topic in previous video. The name of topic is major pricing methods. In this I talked about 12 methods, and among 12 I discussed 6 methods and 6 are remaining. I discussed competitive pricing, penetration pricing, one price versus variable pricing, market skimming pricing, discrimination or dual pricing, and last premium pricing I discuss. And today I will discuss further 6 points. So I will start today with 7th point, and the name of 7th point is leader pricing. It's an important type of pricing, leader pricing. It's a new method also. We haven't discussed this method earlier, leader pricing. So just study. Under this method of pricing, the prices of one or a few items may be cut temporarily to attract customers. So what we do in this method? In this kind of pricing method, we temporarily reduce the prices of some products. Such products are called loss leader. And just remember, those products whose price got cut or reduced on temporary basis will call loss leader. Loss leader products are mostly popular, highly advertised and purchased products. The rationale or reason, we can write here, reason behind this method is that customer will come to the store to buy the advertised loss leader product and then stay to buy other regular price product of the same company, leading to increased volume of sales. This method is used just to increase the sale of the company, because if we reduced or cut temporarily the price of some product, then customer will definitely attract to our shop. He or she will visit our business company or shop to buy those loss leader products, and at the same time he or she will also do some shopping of our regular products which are at regular prices. So in that way we are having chances that our sale will increase, customer will come to our shop. So it is a tricky process to attract customers and to increase sales just by temporarily reducing the price of some products. That's called leader pricing. Just remember this, it's a very easy and important also. Next point 8, psychological pricing. It's very important topic. Usually we see on TV and at the time of shopping we always see odd number pricing is done. Psychological pricing is also called odd pricing. Psychological means related with mind. Here is the definition. Under this pricing method, the prices of products are set in such a way that has a psychological influence on the buyers. Psychological influence means those which affect the mind of customers or buyers. Customary pricing and line pricing are examples of psychological pricing. There is no need to learn this statement. We can skip. We can come to third statement. Odd pricing is also a form of or type of psychological pricing. Just remember odd pricing. Now question arises, why this is called odd pricing? Because here in this pricing, a marketer or businessman sets the price only in odd numbers, whereby prices are set at odd numbers such as rupees 99. Usually we see this at the time of online shopping. Rupees 99, rupees 149, rupees 990. Just correct this. Rupees 990 will not be there because it is an even number and we are talking about odd numbers. So just correct it. It is rupees 999. Yes, usually in online shopping we see the price of particular product is rupees 99, rupees 199, rupees 149 and rupees 1999. This is done to psychologically affect the mind of customers so that customer may think that they are paying very less amount. But in fact only rupees 1 is less, the amount is full, because 1999 is equal to 2000, only rupees 1 is less, but we are thinking 1999 is the range of thousands. So this is a tricky method to attract customers by psychologically affecting the mind and setting the odd pricing number. So correct here 999. So this method which makes the customers falsely believe that they are paying a lesser price. So customer may falsely believe they are paying a lesser price. So that's called psychological pricing or odd pricing, in which we set odd numbers. Next, point 9, price lining. Price lining is somewhat related with product lining. As I taught you, product lining. Product line means one company is making many products in its product line. So as product lines are different, similarly price lines will also be different. So this method is used extensively by retailers. Extensively means mostly popular है. Retailers usually use this method. In this, a retailer usually offers a good, better and best assortment. Assortment means category of products at different price level. Means in this method, a retailer or shopkeeper sets the category of product with among them some will be good, some will be better and some will be best. For example, a retailer of ready-made shirts may sell them at three prices like rupees 90 for economic choice, rupees 150 for medium quality, rupees 500 for highest quality. So it is just a shirt, ready-made shirt, but prices are three. Rupees 90 can be afforded by lower class people, rupees 150 is for middle class people, rupees 500 is for upper class people. So there are different price lining for different product lines. Okay, last line is not important, we can skip. Just remember the meaning and example. Product price lining means different categories or assortments of products. So prices are different for different categories. Next, point 10, resale price maintenance. Resale price maintenance means this method is used by those person who resell the product. As we know, first of all, manufacturer sets the price of product because manufacturer makes or manufactures or develops the product. Afterward, wholesaler and retailer, or we can say distributor, take the product from manufacturer and then they sell to customer. So here in this method it is said, whenever anyone will resell the product which is sold by manufacturer, then its price must not be below that price at which manufacturer sold. मीन्स मैन्युफैक्चरर के प्राइस से कम नहीं होना चाहिए डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर का प्राइस, वेदर इट बी होलसेलर और रिटेलर. सो डेट्स कॉल्ड रीसेल प्राइस मेंटेनेंस. मीन्स एट द टाइम ऑफ रीसेल, होलसेलर एंड रिटेलर्स or distributors will have to maintain the price set by manufacturers. They can set on at above the price set by manufacturer but not below the price set by manufacturer. Let's study definition. This type of pricing considers three-party manufacturer, distributor of manufacturer's product. I told distributor means wholesaler, retailer. Same is written here. Wholesaler, as we know, who buys the product in bulk. So they are talking about wholesaler and consumer. So what happens in this policy? Under this policy, the manufacturer sets the price. Okay, as we know, manufacturer makes the product, he or she sets the price, below which his or her manufactured product will not be sold to distributor or consumer. So there is a condition that below which nobody can sell the product to distributor or consumer. He or she may enter into a formal agreement with the distributors of product to not sell below this fixed price in any situation. Yes, there can be any contract or agreement by manufacturer to wholesaler, retailer or distributor that they can't sell the product below the price set by manufacturer in any situation. So what is the reason behind this? The basic purpose of this policy is to protect the interest of manufacturer and create a positive brand image in market. Means product's brand image must not be low by setting lower price. So for highlighting product or brand image, the price must be maintained. That's called resale price maintenance. Means at the time of reselling by wholesaler or retailer to consumers, as we know, wholesaler sells the product to retailer, wholesaler sells the product to retailer, and retailer finally sales to consumer. So at the time of reselling, price must be maintained. The price can be kept high when manufacturer's price, but it can't be set below the manufacturer's price. That's called resale price maintenance. Means you have to maintain price at the time of resale. So it is also very easy to learn. Next, point number 11, second last point, everyday low pricing. Everyday pricing means the product of those prices which change every time, every day, or even at day and night time also. So it is also very easy. Let's study. In this type of pricing, sellers determine price of the product according to everyday demand and supply. Okay, this is followed generally in case of perishable goods. This is important statement to learn and to highlight. Perishable goods. Perishable goods are those goods which can't be stored for longer time, जो जल्दी ख़राब हो जाते हैं, which can be spoiled soon, like vegetable, fruits, milk, bread. So just remember, very important, one more last time I'm saying, it is very very important. Everyday low pricing is done for perishable products. Perishable products वो होते हैं जो जल्दी ख़राब हो जाते हैं. It means we can't store them for longer time. So here price differs even on the basis of early hours of market and late hour of market. Yes, for perishable goods sometimes day and night time prices are also different. For example, in vegetable market, same they said, perishable goods example is vegetable market. Prices of vegetables are different every day. As we know, every day some prices of vegetables are different. So everyday pricing or everyday low pricing means those products which are perishable, their prices will change every day. So for those products it is called everyday price. It is also easy. Last but not least, method of pricing is team pricing. As we know, in team there are minimum 2 members. So here we'll be talk about 2 products, not a single product. As we know, if we buy a product separately, its price will be high, and if we buy a pack of products like Tetra Pak or a big bottle of something, then it will be priced less. So team pricing is also called product bundling. Means you are getting the bundle or pack of something and you will pay less. So team pricing here is written. In this type of pricing, companies sell a package or set of goods of service or services for a lower price. Just remember, package, set or collection or pack, it is for lower price than they would charge if the customer buys all of them separately. Yes, if customer buys separate products, it will be costly, and if customer buys pack, package or set of anything, it will be lower price. This is also called product bundling. Product bundling means we are buying products in a bundle, in a set or pack. Common example of such pricing may be option packages on new car, value meals at restaurants and holiday trips. Okay, means sometimes we get some package options. If we take, our price will be less. At holiday time, if we book one ticket only, price will be high. If we book 2 or more people's ticket with each other, its price may be somewhat reduced if there will be package offering. Okay, so this is team pricing. So today I have discussed all the 12 methods and the topic was major pricing method. So session 3 is over, and similarly unit 2 is also over. For practice you can do exercise questions. Afterwards we will start unit 3rd in next video. Okay, thank you for today. Thank you for listening. Just go through them. All methods are very very important and very important for your board examination also. Any MCQ can be asked from these method. As we know, in board first term there will be MCQ questions. So just remember, just go through them. Thank you for listening. Next I will discuss in next video.